Hey, folks, let's talk about the San Francisco baseball Giants.
All right,
Let's do it. Put your hat on.
Put my hat on.
The season has come to an end. We're wrapping this up. It was another, guess what, 81-81 season, Paul.
Do I look less like George Bush in a Niner flat hat or a kind of old school Giants hat?
Well, because he really wanted to be baseball
That's
commissioner,
true.
not president.
Okay,
So
he did.
I can't. I think you look better with it on.
Okay,
Yeah, keep the hat on.
So what? You just asked me a question.
I didn't ask you a question. I just said, hey, 500, par for the course. You know what I mean?
So do you know there was this? My nephew Henry sent me about maybe a month left in the season, and they since 2017 or something. There was some crazy thing where the Giants have basically been 500 for like 5 seasons.
Yeah,
it's like some nutty thing.
Yeah,
and if you add it all up, and I think they're actually in that period of time they are now like 1 game over.
Right.
So they are they are as mid as you can get.
Man, I love it when you use the terms from the kids.
Mid. I'm gonna, because I didn't get the stats right. I'm gonna send Nick that screenshot. He's gonna put it up for the people because you can see just how scary it is. That they are so mid.
That's funny.
Anyway, so no, change had to come.
I feel like our podcast, we got a little into the Nostradamus land. I mean, we kind of called it. The last one, you said you thought he saved his job, he would take a little downturn. And guess what? They did a little downturn. They made a little left on the exit.
Every time they got close to being decent, they then sucked, which is a sign that you got to get rid of your manager.
Every time you want to get out, they pull you back in.
They pulled you back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Paul, I'm going to play a little manager name game roulette.
Right.
We talked a little bit about with Rawson
right.
about who we want, but I want to just dig in a little further for our big Giants fans that will watch and listen to this pod, because I had someone the other day, quick side quest, say to me, Paul, I watched the reels, and Paul is really smart. That Paul rule.
Was that your mom?
No, this was like out in the wild. They're like, I love your pod. That guy Paul's really got a lot of smart takes. And I couldn't break it to them. But to say, people, come on.
I got my baseball mitt on, my college baseball.
Yeah. I am just the Chris Fowler to your John McEnroe. All right. Giants managers. These are the names that have been thrown out there.
Right.
Okay. Actually, here's there's the Nick Hundley. I heard Kurt Casale, which would be interesting. But I'm going to throw a bunch of names. Did you see the Tennessee Volunteers coach, Tony Vitello?
Yes, I'm all in favor of that.
Who do you want? I know you threw it out there when you heard the Kurt Suzuki, but who do you want?
So Pat Murphy, who is the manager of the Brewers, and you remember Craig Counsell got taken away by the Cubs. They threw a bunch of money at him. Everyone thought, the small market Brewers would be fucked. Mm-hmm. They've got a kind of a ragtag team. Yelich is not what he once was, and you can't name any of the pitching staff except for the guy who throws 102, who's a rookie. And Pat Murphy came from Arizona State.
Okay.
And he's been incredibly successful. I think there's something to be said for these college coaches. I think they bring enthusiasm. I think college baseball is in a cool spot with the NIL and everything. And it's a copycat league. All leagues are copycat leagues. It's the first time that a college coach manager has come in and had success in the majors. Yeah. And I can see Buster getting on this thing. I think part of what happened with the Giants this year is that he talked about they lacked intensity. Yeah. They were a team that would kind of the clubhouse, everyone got along great, but I think they lacked energy and there's no one in it. There's no Buster Posey on that team. Yeah. Like who's the guy there's no Fred Warner on that team. Sure. Right. So I think the Tennessee coach manager sounds to me like he'd bring new ideas and a lot of enthusiasm, sort of that college rah thing. Do
you think he has a real shot? You think he'll get an interview?
I think he'll definitely get an interview.
I'm going to throw a couple other names out just for fun games because that's what we like to do. I mean, he's obviously very loyal, but do you think he's going to interview in the pool of the loyal guys, the Ron Wotuses, the Javier Lopez's, the Vogel Songs, the Randy Wynns? Do you think he's going to go there a little bit?
Randy Wynn is the head of their minor league system now, whatever. He's going to interview Mark Hallberg, his college roommate, who's been his first base coach.
I read he's not going to do it.
Really?
That he's Mark Hallberg's out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't hope they don't interview Wotus because a poor guy, he's not. They're not going to give him that job, right?
Right.
I think they're going to go external. He picked Manasian, Zach Manasian.
I like to call him Manasian.
To be his GM, and Buster was surprised that he stayed internal with a guy who had worked under Farhan. I think they want somebody from the outside. I think he wants a former catcher, which makes Mark DeRosa not happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be Kurt Suzuki, even though he's the first guy who's interviewing. I think it's gonna be Nick Hundling.
You heard it here, folks.
I'm not the only one saying this. He was a former Willie Mack winner. He was a teammate, which Suzuki was not. Buster wants a surrogate in the dugout. He wants a younger guy. He wants a contemporary.
Is he going to bring the energy? Is Nick Hundley going to bring the energy?
Apparently he does. Apparently that's why he won the Willie Mack Award.
I want a manager who's done cocaine.
So Matt Ferrucci gets interviewed, is what you're saying. Is that what you're trying to say? Great. And everybody drinks.
Ah, goddamn.
You set yourself up for
in that case, then I want to.
Hey, Darryl Strawberry's available, as is Dwight Gooden.
What about
Hernandez?
Ozzie Guy and Ron Washington? Come on.
Ron Washington's 73 years old, just had a quadruple bypass.
I'm not even joking.
Cocaine will kill him.
But I think what you're saying, though, is that Ron Washington, Dusty Baker vibe of the manager who is like going to take no shit, go in there, yell at the team.
But he don't want an old guy.
I understand.
He wants a guy. He wants the continuity that the Giants had until this recent thing. Look at Roger Craig was there for like a decade. Dusty was there for a decade. Bochy was there for for a decade. They're not a team that does this kind of turnover. He doesn't want an old guy that they're going to have to replace in a couple of years.
Albert Pujols is apparently the front runner in Anaheim for the Angels.
Well, they're still paying him apparently. Artie Moreno is still on the payroll. You might as well hire him.
What about, so you're thinking catcher? What about Yadier Molina?
No way. There's no way. They've got too much history with the Cardinals.
Got it.
That's like hiring what are you going to do? Clayton Kershaw? You're going to make him the manager now that he's retiring?
David Ross?
I like David Ross. I'd be good with that. I think he got fucked in Chicago.
And also, you've never shopped at a Ross. So that, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Okay, I'm going to throw a couple more names out.
Yeah.
And this is just for fun because it's never going to happen. Keith Hernandez.
He did cocaine.
Brandon Belt.
I don't know if he did cocaine.
Yeah. We're off that. We're off that bit.
Okay, sorry.
And then finally, just for shits and giggles, John Gruden. John Gruden.
Can I just say one baseball thing and then we got to keep moving, Matt?
Yep.
So, what's your grade? I'm going to take it off of Buster Posey's first season as a head of baseball ops.
I'm going to give him a lovely B-.
Okay, I think that's about fair. So you want to hear my analogy of Buster?
Yeah, give it to me.
So Buster is like a high school kid who's just realized that he can drive a car and have sex in the back of the car. He's been very quick on the trigger. Like I feel like the first year he's been making a lot of snap decisions, right? It's like he's like, oh, Devers, we can get Devers. Let's do that 6 weeks before the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Let's give Melvin an extension to his contract, even though clearly the Adames, apparently he was in the free agent. Like Buster makes quick, that's a good thing. But I want to see him play it slow. I want to slow play this. I want some foreplay with this manager thing. I think Buster has been a little, I think he needs to slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit, Buster.
Yeah. Make some love.
Make some love. You're in college now.
Right.
Whatever. I don't know what the analogy is, but I think that they've been glossy over the fact that, look, I think Adames, I'll give the guy credit. He hit 30 homers. I think to do it in the last game of the year, considering I don't think he had one clutch hit all year, showed that maybe he's grown some nads. But anyway, I think that Buster has kind of painted them into a corner with all these contracts he's signed, all the money, all the decisions he's made quickly to try to turn this thing around. He's got to slow down.
I hear you. But our payrolls is actually mid for next year. It's about 176 million. To your point, I think you're right. He's got to slow down. This year, it's his first time in the club. He grabbed every girl and went into the bathroom for quick power fucks in the stall. Jesus. And what you need to do,
I love how you just go with
what you need to do is he needs to put on some Sade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like wine and dine.
Some Portishead.
Get some of the baby oil. Maybe she wants a massage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No one's ever talked about Buster Posey like this before.
But here's my analogy to me. When I made my first film, Companion, right? Yeah. I made that film. Everyone saw the talent, but in that film I had black and white. I had so much score. I had action. I had this. I was putting like 25 genres in there. And people could see like, I think he's got something, but let's get a vision. And further along as I've gone, I've become a better filmmaker. I think the same thing with him. I think he tried to do everything at once, but you can see the talent.
Right. No, he's going to grow into the job. He did an interview this week with Alex Pavlovich and Laura Britt, your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a very good interview. I thought she actually asked some really good questions. I recommend you listen to that after you listen to us if you want to get inside Buster's kind of frame of mind. But I think he learned a lot this season. I think good things are coming for the Giants.